so you're ready to get your K1 visa. But there's one more thing that you need to do.
And that important thing is none other than your medical exam. Many K1 applicants even said that they are more scared of the medical exam than the actual K1 interview. Because unless your medical exam was passed and cleared, you could not fly from the Philippines to the USA. So at this point of time, let us walk you through how to book your medical exam, where to go, how long does it take, what to bring, and most importantly, what to do next after your medical exam.
So in this section, we're going to talk about when to schedule your medical exam. So on the NVC website, which we've talked about in other videos, you need to wait for your case to change from in transit to ready on the NVC website, and only then should you think about scheduling your medical exam. And there's also a second requirement to scheduling your medical exam, and it's that it has to be at least 2 weeks before your K1 visa interview. So you want to do your medical exam and your VAC appointment before your K1 visa interview. Otherwise, you shouldn't be attending your K1 visa interview yet. Alright guys, so we're going to be walking you through how to schedule an appointment at the St. Luke's Medical Extension Clinic. So I'm just going to hit play on the video. So here it is. This is also on their website, but since they already made it, I figured it would be nice to show you guys. So you're gonna go to the schedule an appointment box there, actually it's more like a circle, and it's gonna ask you to enter a valid email and verify it, and it's also gonna ask you to verify that you're not a robot. So after you've done that, you're gonna click the submit button. So this is going to display a message just saying check your email. So once you get the email, you're just gonna click on it, and if you don't get it, just check your spam or wherever else it might be to make sure that you get it. So then once you open the email, you're just gonna click the red box that says click here to verify your email. You can also copy the web link and paste it into your browser if that makes it easier for you to schedule your appointment. So once you've done that, it's going to bring you back to their website where you're going to want to create a unique username and password and just confirm that, and then click sign up. So once you've done that, you should have an account, which is what you're going to log in with to schedule an appointment. And from there, you should just be able to pick the day and time of which you want to schedule your medical exam.
So now we're going to talk about how much does it cost. So the medical exam during the time that I took it costs 28,650 pesos. But again, from time to time, sometimes they have increased. So for you to have the accurate price and for you also to be able to go to the correct website, we're just gonna link here or put in our description their actual website.
So now we're going to be talking about where to go for your medical exam. So you need to go to the St. Luke's Medical Extension Clinic located in Ermita, Manila. We're going to be putting the exact address up here in the top so that you can make sure that you're in the right spot. And their hours are from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday, of course, excluding holidays. So please make sure to attend at your appointed time and also be there a little early. All right, guys, before we dig into the requirements, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so that we can keep making more content like this for you guys, and it really helps out our channel.
And let's get back to the video.
So now, guys, we're going to be talking about what to bring to the medical exam. So let's go back to my computer where we're just going to read off what you need to bring, and I'm also going to be presenting them here on the screen as to what the actual documents look like that we brought. So the first document is going to be the medical exam appointment confirmation email from SLEC. So ideally you would want to print it out, but on their website it does say you can bring a digital version of this, but we did bring a printed one. That second document is proof of payment made online. So there's going to be a link on the medical website where you can pay for your medical exam. So also you bring a printed or digital copy of that. The next document is going to be your valid passport. So you need to bring the original one and also bring one photocopy of the passport biographic data page. Next document that you're going to bring, if you have it. So this one is the vaccination records bearing the doctor's full name, signature, and license number. So you need to bring the originals of this and one photocopy. But in our case, we didn't have that, and it wasn't a exact requirement. So only bring it if you have it, and if you don't, I wouldn't stress too much about not bringing it. The fifth document is going to be your visa interview appointment confirmation letter, and you're going to bring one photocopy of that printed. At number 6, you're going to bring your K1 FTP letter, so that's going to be one photocopy of that. Next document is going to be your DS-160 confirmation page, so you need one photocopy of that. The website does say DS-260, but the DS-160 is the K1 visa version of this. The DS-260, I believe, is the K2 version of this document. And the last thing you're going to bring is any old chest x-ray films if they're available. So these should have been taken at least 3 months ago and must clearly show 1, the patient's complete name, so your name, and 2, the date of the x-ray, and 3, the name of the facility or clinic. In our case, we did not bring any chest x-ray films, and they were not asked of her. So yeah, just bring it if you have it, and if you don't stress.
Now let us talk about how long does the medical exam took place. So the entire process itself is actually 2 days, but the medical exam itself is 1 day. And the second day is dedicated for vaccination and collection of result if you successfully pass the medical exam in your day 1. Now let us talk about how long did it took me to finish my medical exam for day 1. So it took me 4 hours. So what happened in that 4 hours is that actually I came there at 8. My schedule is at 9. They let me in at 8:30 and I finished the process at 12:30. The process on day 1 just involved, they're gonna take your pictures, you're gonna present the requirements in the counter, present the receipt, and then afterwards you're gonna have some blood tests or blood work done to you, and then they're gonna do x-ray. And if you were 24 below, you have to do urinalysis. But for my case, since I was 25 by the time, I don't have to do the urinalysis. So afterwards, they also have to check my vital statistics, which involve taking my height, my weight, my blood pressure, and also my eyesight. They do that also, a visual test. And then they're gonna do a physical exam. So within the physical exam, prior to that, the physician that's gonna administer it is gonna talk to you or ask you a question. Just be honest, be clear about your medical history and issues, just answer honestly. And then afterwards, they're gonna do the physical exam, which you have to remove all your clothing and all you have to wear is just your panty and then like a lab gown. And the one who's administering it is a girl in my case, so I don't have any issue. And she's gonna try to touch your body for check for lumps or whatever, and that is a standard procedure. No need to be scared, okay? So afterwards, you're gonna go out and then you're gonna wait and then you're gonna be called on the counter, and this is actually a determining factor because after that they're gonna give you a slip, and then there's gonna be that small paper that gives you your time to come back for tomorrow. So that is a good sign. If they're giving you an appointment time for tomorrow, it means you're up for vaccination and collection of your result. But unfortunately, if they give you a different slip, and they're gonna tell you at that day if you are a candidate for a sputum exam, that we don't want to. But luckily for my case, I didn't have to go through that. So now let's move on to day 2, which I told you is the vaccination day and the collection of result. Again, I really come early. So my appointment, as I told you earlier, is 2 p.m. But I arrived there at 1 p.m. and luckily they let me in, and all I have to do is just wait for my name to be called on, and then afterwards that I go through vaccination. So there is 5 vaccine that you're supposed to have. But since I've undergone chicken pox when I was a kid and there's a visible mark, I don't have to take it anymore. And then afterwards, it's just another waiting game for you to be called, and you're gonna be able to collect your result. So when you collect your result, that is the end of your medical exam journey at St. Luke's. So now let's talk about what happened after your medical exam. So during the second day after the vaccination, the most important thing happened, which is the collection of your result. So this is the time that the St. Luke's is gonna release to you your brown envelope and your CD. And they're also gonna give you a list of the vaccine they administered to you, which is gonna be sent as well in your email. And then the most important thing, this envelope should not be open in any circumstance. You should be careful with it. And then this envelope is a main requirements for your K1 visa interview. Therefore, you should bring it to your K1 visa interview, and the CD is only gonna be brought by you when you already go to the US. You should bring it when you travel, but not in the embassy. And you should remember that without this brown envelope, you're a no-go to your interview, because even you show up to your interview without it, you're just gonna be either declined or asked to submit further evidence.
That's right, guys. Please make sure to bring your brown envelope to your K1 visa interview. And speaking of the K1 visa interview, we made a whole video about the K1 visa interview, talking about what to bring, our whole experience, when to schedule it, and all those nice little details. So please make sure to check out that video. It's going to be popping up somewhere on the screen. We don't know where, but please stay tuned for that after this video. And make sure to subscribe before you click off this channel, leave a like, and if you have any comments about our whole experience, just let us know.
Yes, don't hesitate to comment. We do usually respond as fast as we could. And also, if you want to have an in-depth talk about my experience, you can also drop a comment so we could create a video just for you.